Hi everyone, let's talk about falls. So falls are mass movements that occur on steep slopes greater than 40 degrees. So let's put all these steps on a diagram. Let's draw a steep slope like this. And the steep slope, it's bare because vegetation is difficult to grow vegetation on a really steep slope. And this means the rock face is bare, and therefore the cracks of the rocks are exposed. So you can have cracks like that. And exposed cracks allows water to trickle down in, even though it's quite steep. So you do have some rainfall or maybe runoff that eventually ends up into your cracks. And when water gets into your cracks, you get weathering, maybe freeze thaw, maybe some chemical weathering, but it's quite rare. Erosion of cracks sometimes, but it's also really rare. So main process is weathering, but you can have erosion as well. This opens up your cracks even more, expands your cracks, and eventually they might join together. You can draw dotted lines to show this progression. And this means this entire rock is now detached from the slope itself and falls under gravity. So this will fall down, get a big rock falling down. So this is the process. You can put the numbers on as well. So the steep slope, you don't have to put that number on it, but maybe you want to show the cracks. So this is number 2. There's weathering, you can draw this as number 3. And this fall as the detached block under influence of gravity. So water content wise, you need some water for weathering or erosion, but it's generally not too involved in the actual mass movement process. The process of it detaching and falling under influence of gravity is generally quite dry. And sorry, what did I just draw here? The speed, because it's fully under the influence of gravity, no friction, no nothing. It's super fast. Okay, it's super fast. So yeah, it's the fastest mass movement. Landforms, you get scree slopes. Scree slopes are just collection of loose, unconsolidated small rocks at the cliff of at the base of the cliff. And if there's a long fall, so if your cliff is really high up, then you get a concave scree slope. So it's kind of like this. You get more here, but also some further out. Get some material here. So you get this concave shape. Whereas if it's a short fall, you don't have that, and you get kind of just this. This occurs because during a long fall, your rocks have more time under influence of gravity, so they're faster by the time they reach the ground. And this means they might get launched further away, and like they fall here, and then they might end up further away from the slope. This means you get a collection of rocks here, but also here. But if it's a short fall, your speed isn't that high, your velocity isn't that high, they only collect here and they don't get launched all the way over there. And you also get your retreat of slope. So eventually, all these rocks will start to fall down. So you will have this slope next after all of this have fallen off. So here's a real life example. In 2015 in Youngwood Major in Wales, there was a case of a rock fall in which one person died, unfortunately. So this sums up for falls, mass movement falls. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.